I'm Jim Renacci, and I approve this message.
Since 2011, Jim Renacci has represented Ohio's 16th congressional district, which is just south of Cleveland.
Innocent until proven guilty, a privilege the radical left abandoned.
Before mentioning his opponent in the U.S. Senate race, incumbent Sherrod Brown, Renacci's ad focuses on the recent fight over Brett Kavanaugh's nomination to the Supreme Court, suggesting the, quote, radical left abandoned the principles of justice during the heated debate is an assertion that's middle of the road at best.
They tried to destroy Judge Kavanaugh with unfounded claims.
Kavanaugh and Dr. Christine Blasey Ford, who accused him of sexual assault, have radically different views of events that may or may not have happened decades ago. The FBI spent about a week investigating Ford's claims after they were made public. Based on the FBI report and the lack of a police investigation at the time, we would deem it true if the ad called the allegations unsubstantiated. Because unfounded means having no basis in fact, that word has not been proven or disproven.
And Sherrod Brown was one of the loudest voices.
We judge this to be false. The ad cites a Columbus Dispatch article about the Ohio Democratic Party's annual dinner, quoting Brown as saying the stories of sexual assault victims matter. Although he received an ovation for saying it, he is not on the Judiciary Committee that questioned Kavanaugh and Ford. Brown also had previously announced he would vote against Kavanaugh based on his judicial record well before Ford's allegations became public.
He would know. Court records show Brown physically abused his ex-wife.
This assertion is false. While Brown and his first wife, Lark Reschy, had a contentious divorce in the mid-'80s, the court records shown in Renacci's ad discuss allegations made by Reschy, not proof of physical abuse.
Brown even violated a judge's restraining order, pushing, shoving, and threatening the woman.
This, too, is false. Brown may have violated a restraining order, as Reschy said in a 1986 court filing, but her claim was just that, a claim without verification. Brown disputed that claim in other court documents. While the divorce was bitter, fences have clearly been mended. In this clip on YouTube, Reschy says the political attacks against her family are wrong.
I understand politics can sometimes be nasty, but Jim Renacci should be ashamed.
Renacci doesn't back down, closing his ad with more pointed words against the senator he's trying to unseat.
Washington at its worst. Sherrod Brown, dishonest, phony.
We judge this to be mostly false. While some might not like his politics, it seems unfair to suggest Brown is dishonest, as the ad states, in his handling of Kavanaugh's nomination, given his announced opposition before any allegations against the judge came to light.